Do you want the life of your dreams too? I know I do. And I've spent a lot of time in my life working towards this goal. And for some time, I had no idea how I was being in certain ways that were actually repelling my dream. I want to explain what I mean. We do not experience the world as the world is, but as we are. I'll give an example. Two people can go into the same movie theater and watch the same movie. One person will come out and think that was the most amazing film I've ever watched. So exciting, so gripping. What a great story. The next person will walk out, seeing the exact same movie, and say, God, that sucked. Bad editing, bad photography, cinematography, whatever it was. I just didn't enjoy it. Now, how can that be so when the movie was exactly the same? The only difference is in the people who observed it. Now, we observe the world through our perception, you could say. And that perception is made up of all the things that we believe to be good, to be bad, to be average, whatever it might be. Now, that perception is something that's been developed in us over our entire life. A lot of it happened in our childhood. A lot of it happened because of culture. A lot of it happened because of the society that we were raised in, depending on where we lived in the world. And all of that encompasses what shapes our perception. Again, we do not see the world as it is, but as we are. This is a truth I know deep in my being. And as I went deeper into understanding what is this truth that I am living by, my own experience of life, my own version, my own perception, I saw some things in me that didn't align with the life that I really wanted. That dream life of freedom, basically, is where mine is. Financial freedom, freedom to be how I want to be, do what I want to do, whenever I want to do it. That's the life that I love. And I'm blessed to be living it as we speak. Now, I think I only live this life now because there has been many things that I have found within myself that did not align. And so I did the work to reshape those. I went into the beliefs. I went into the morals. I went into the story that I was telling myself and living by and looking through. I saw what parts of that story were not what I wanted. And those were all just beliefs. They were beliefs that were created long ago that I did not know I was even living by for some time. I was asleep. And I want to speak this to you today, whoever it is that needs to hear it, to not be ashamed of what you are asleep to. Because if you've experienced a pattern or a belief, you know, I'm 26, soon to be 27, obviously, but I've had that amount of years living by the same story. And so it could be easy for anyone, if they have lived as long or have lived longer, to be so engulfed in that story that they're not even able to see it because it's just something they've lived by. It's not something that we have been taught to recognize within ourselves. We just keep moving and keep operating under the same standards and looking through the same lens. But when I touched on what I was asleep to, I realized how many beliefs I held around unworthiness, around not being good enough, around fear of abandonment. All of these beliefs I carried caused me to look at life a certain way. And what we look for, we will find. That was my experience. I found people that made me feel not good enough. And that was not of their own doing. That was just the way that they were. I received it that way. I took it that way. Because when I addressed it with those people, that was never their intention. Yet it's how I felt. So finding out these little things about myself was shocking. And initially, I was resistant to it. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to believe that I was creating a life that I didn't even want. And yet I didn't know I was creating it. So the truth is, if we want to make a change in our life, thing that we can change to make the greatest effect out there is what is within ourselves. Again, we do not see life as it is, but as we are. We're only ever experiencing through our perception, a perception shaped by our beliefs, beliefs that live in our subconscious, which most of the time we are even unaware are happening right in front of our eyes. So, if you want to make a lasting change in your life, if you want to manifest your dreams, if you want to change your reality because you're sick of seeing the same repeating pattern that doesn't serve you, maybe your soul is screaming at you saying, please make a change, please make a change, please make a change, because that's really the only thing we can do. The outside world will be as the outside world is. Just like that movie in the theater will always be that way. And yet one person can love it and the other person won't love it. Of course, there's certain things about our personality and our uniqueness that maybe we'll never be able to change. And maybe we're not meant to, you know? Maybe the things that we truly dislike are just not meant for us and we're meant to go in another direction. But there are ways that we look at the world that are just beliefs that we have carried, that have been shaped in us for whatever reason, however long ago. And those we can change. Because if we continue to look and confirm the same story that lives up here, we're only going to ever find the same reality. So if you want to make a change, if you want something different in your life, you have to start with what's within. Soon, I hope to bring you some tools, some very practical tools to help you navigate that internal world, to reshape it, to create love instead of fear, if that is what exists within you. Stay tuned. Keep watching these videos. I'm going to keep giving you as much as I can on a day-to-day basis to try and help you see where you can change your reality now. And you might not see immediate changes. It might even just be that things are a bit easier to handle. You stop reacting to things in certain ways and creating the same story. You stop resisting things because you no longer carry that same need for it to be a certain way. But I promise you, you have all the power you need right now to be the change that you want to see in your life. You can do it. I promise. I believe in you. You can do it. And when we return to who we truly are, once we've let go of all the beliefs that don't serve us, that don't reflect the life that we want, we return to our authenticity. And for any of you out there that have seen the spectrum of frequencies that we can experience, from fear and hate and negativity all the way up to joy, happiness, love, what is right at the top of that spectrum, the highest frequency possible for us to experience, is authenticity. This is what I want to help you with. This is what I want to see change in life, is for all of us to feel okay being our authentic selves, because that's the best experience we can have from life. It's the highest frequency, the highest emotion, the best possible thing that we could do for ourselves, and thus our life, and in turn, everyone in our life. If you're interested in this and what is to come, I'd love to hear from you. Reach out if you've got any ideas for videos, things you want me to go deeper on, touch on in the future. I'm all ears. I'm here for you. This is for you. So let me know where I can help. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And I hope today you are able to be you, because who can be you but you? That's the greatest gift you can offer all of us. So thank you for being you. I'll see you on the next one. I love you.